So, hello everyone. Today, inshallah, we're gonna continue Surat Yusuf with the amazing story it has and the wisdom it has. Last time we reached these ayahs when we stopped where the brother of Yusuf, they want to throw him in the well, but the father or Yaqub alayhi salam, he was not sure. He still felt that there is something hidden behind it and they don't have a good intention toward their brother. So today we're gonna continue this one, inshallah. And then the name that we're gonna discuss, the Asma Allah al-Husna, it's gonna be as-Sami', okay? The most hearing. So we're gonna discuss this one, and there's a couple of names is gonna throw with the ayahs, and I'm gonna discuss them also together while we go with the ayahs. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قالوا يا أبانا ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف وإنا له لناصحون. So they're asking their father, why you don't trust us with Yusuf, why we're his brothers. And we are wishing the best interest for you, like we are advising you, we're giving you the best advice, like trust us on Yusuf, like you need to give us this trust. Then they said, أرسله معنا غدا يرتع ويلعب وإنا له لحافظون. So send him with us tomorrow so he can play and walk and just يرتع, as we said, like he can enjoy and eat and stuff. يرتع, as we mentioned, it's mentioning for الرعي, as you do to the sheep, who they just let them go with the green fields and stuff. So just send him with us tomorrow so he can play, he can just walk in the nature, and we will take care of him. وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. Like we will take good care of him. Then, and here we notice, like they keep giving assurance to their father, and it's a little bit suspicious because if you're like, don't worry, you know that there is something, or maybe this ayah indicate that Yaqub alayhi salam was not directly agree that they could take him. There was still doubts. That's why they're trying to convince him is that, no, just give to him, trust us, and we will take care of him. So this is something to take a look at, is the one who they were very desperate to do the plans they planned for their brother. Then Allah said, قال إني ليحزنني أن تذهبوا به وأخاف أن يأكله الذئب وأنتم عنه غافلون. So Yaqub alayhi salam is saying, it would make me very sad that you would take him, and I'm afraid that the wolf is gonna eat him while you are away from him, or you didn't take care, or you're while doing something else. غافلون, الغفلة is something you're not paying attention to that thing. So I'm afraid that while you're not paying attention to him, the wolf will come and eat him. Okay? And I like the perspective that Yaqub alayhi salam is saying. He's also not seeing the bad intention of their brother. He wouldn't think that they would hurt them. Like he wouldn't believe that they could have bad intention toward his brother, toward his son, sorry. So he would say, like, maybe if you miss him or you didn't see him or didn't pay attention, the wolf will come. He never thought that they are the one who's gonna harm him or they have a plan to harm him. So again, this is something to take a look at. قالوا لئن أكله الذئب ونحن عصبة إنا إذا لخاسرون. They said that if the wolf ate him and we are a group, as we mentioned before, عصبة is a group of people who have a big status or have a strength, let's say. Like they are very strong, let's say, or they are a group of people who have like high power, let's say. So again, they mentioned Usba many times, even in the previous ayahs when they mentioned, and this is something they take a pride of. Like we're a good group of people, like we're huge. And I think there is many stories they mentioned, like they were very in a good strength, like body strength, like there were muscles and tools, like they were very famous even in their people around that time. So they took a pride in this thing. So they said, if he got eaten by the wolf, and we are this strong group, then definitely we are losers. Okay, so they again assuring for their father that it will never happen. Don't worry about it. فلما ذهبوا به وأجمعوا أن يجعلوه في غيابة الجب. So when they take him and they agree, أجمعوا, that all of them agree that we're gonna put him in the well. Okay, غيابة, we mentioned غيابة is something from, it comes from something very dark. Like we know that the well, inside of it, like it's very dark. When you put the bucket to get the water inside and deep down, it's very dark. And this is a description of the well that they threw him in. And there's the stories I read about how what they do it. Like again, Yusuf alayhi salam tried to beg them not to throw him. They put him, I think, in a rope or in a bucket, and then when they reach the end of the middle of the well or something, they cut the rope. There is some saying, they say this is the thing, and he tried to beg them not to do that, and he tried to hold on them. For sure, we never know the true story, but definitely, if he's a kid, and we said he could be like from the age of, I don't know, maybe they said 10 years old, something around it. So he is definitely kind of aware, like he would seek survival. So at that time, while he thought that they are his protector, like his brothers, and the one who trusted them, and then now he's seeing them throwing him in the very dark place and leaving him alone in that. So it definitely was a heartbroken, and it was a very difficult time for a kid at that age. And then here it comes what Allah will soothe in the heart of Yusuf alayhi salam. Allah here is saying, وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْهِ لَتُنَبِّئَنَّهُم بِأَمْرِهِمْ هَذَا وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. وَأَوْحَيْنَا, Allah has sent wahi. Wahi, when Allah speaks or send the message to his prophet, okay? Whether by angel, whether by voice, al-wahi, it has different shapes, like the way of Allah communicating with his prophets. So at that time, Allah actually has contacted Yusuf alayhi salam, has trying to assure him in this scary time, in this scary place. He told him, like, you gonna tell them about what they did, and they will never know. So here it's like Allah is telling him, don't worry, there will come time, you will tell him after Allah will give you a good status, and you will reach good stuff, and will save you from this place. You will later on, you will get the time to tell him about what they did, and they would never know. They would never know what happened. They would never know that you felt it. They never know that you were aware, and you still save this incidents in your mind. So when I think about it, it's like that's very beautiful and very assuring. Imagine a kid like being thrown by his brothers in the very dark well, and then in a very deep place, and he definitely would be very scared and traumatized. But at that time, Allah has given him some assurance, or talked to him to give him some patience. Is that, don't worry, like you will tell them about that. It's like Allah is giving him him a little bit hint of his story. Like, you will get victory later on. Don't worry about it. It will come along. You just have a trust in Allah. And at that time, like, it definitely, maybe, I don't know the awareness of a kid of 10 years old, but it definitely is something good that you feel you're not alone at that time. Yeah. So then وجاءوا أباهم عشاء يبكون. So at night they came to their father crying or weeping. Okay? So because they want to complete the play they created. And you know, by the way, when I thought about it, like they actually did the same thing that their father told them. Like they told them, I'm afraid the wolf is gonna eat him. Okay? And now when they go, I'm gonna continue to it. So it said, قالوا يا أبانا إنا ذهبنا نستبق وتركنا يوسف عند متاعنا فأكله الذئب. So they said, oh, our father, we went to race, and then we left Yusuf with our baggage and stuff and belongings, and then the wolf ate him. So they actually took the same scenario that their father told them. When I think about it, like, you could be more creative and think about something else, but you just create the same scenario or the same fear that your father had, or the same story. Like you could say there's something happened, he fell down, there's something, I don't know, any type of other scenarios, but they use the same scenario that their father told them. And when I'm thinking about it, I don't know, like there is many, I know it's the story of Allah, al-hikmah, the wisdom of Allah, but they always told you the things you say or the things you are afraid of, it will come. Or the thing you mention, like anything, Allah said, مثل ما أنكم تنطقون إنه لحق مثل ما أنكم تنطقون. It's right on you as you are pronouncing or saying it. So, and we say it always in psychology, like the things you keep saying to yourself, to anything, it will happen. So take care of the things you say. Like, for example, even if you say to yourself, oh, I'm stupid, I'm bad, I'm not good enough, then this is going to be your reality. While if you say, no, I'm a good person, I'm beautiful, people loves me, I'm a successful person, gradually your subconscious mind is start to believe in that and start doing these kind of things that will make you establish it or have it in your life. So it's very important to take care of what the things that we say. It's very important to pay attention to the words. It has an effect in all our life. So here he predicted, or he has a fear of that the wolf is gonna eat him. I know it's not happened, but it could, like, it caused him the pain. Now when he heard that his son has been eaten by a wolf, it definitely caused him the pain. I know there is a continue for the story, but it's something to just keep in mind, is that to take care or be careful of the things that we say. Okay. So here, then they say, وَمَا أَنْتَ بِمُؤْمِنٍ لَنَا وَلَوْ كُنَّا صَادِقِينَ. And we know that you are not gonna believe us even if we are honest. So here again, like they're trying to say, like, we know you're not gonna believe us. Like, we know you don't have trust in us. It's from the beginning. But again, they're trying to confess them because what happened, it's happened already. وجاءوا على قميصه بدم كذب. So they brought his t-shirt and with a stain of blood, a false blood. Okay. قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا. So here, Yaqub alayhi salam, their father, start to doubt. And he said, قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا. So your nafs has made some bad plan, or let's say some bad intention to you. So he start to believe. He didn't believe them. He know there's something else. He knew that there is something shady. That's why, and he couldn't like figure it out what is it. So they said, like, I know there is something bad is knitting. You're doing something behind me. And here the word sawalat in Arabic means like made it beautiful or made it a good thing. Like when you want to do something, it's like when shaitan do waswasa. For example, he will tell you, go and eat this chocolate. It's so good. It's so beautiful. It's shining. It has cream in it. It has, the sawat means he will make you do something and make it so good in your eyes and so beautiful that you will be convinced it's a good thing. But behind it, it's harmful. It's not good for your health. It's bad. And for any other sense in general, like shaitan will do, it's coming also from al-waswasa. Al-waswasa is like he's making something good for you to convince you to do it. Although it's not good for you, it's bad, and you will get sins and you might go to hell because of that. But he will make it good for you. Okay, same as the original story of Adam alayhi salam and the apple, like how he did waswas and tell him, no, this Allah would never prevent you from eating from the tree unless this tree is very good and it gives you the eternity of life, and it has many beautiful things. Then they eat the apple. But before that, it has an effect or does not have effect. But the art of shaitan, what he do is make things beautiful for you. سوّل, or he's doing this waswasa, and then you'll end up doing it. So it's very important to take care of any voice that comes to your mind. Try to ask yourself and have an awareness moment. Does that voice comes from me or from shaitan? It's very important to pay attention to. You need to take care of that. You need to ask yourself, is it from shaitan or is it from me? And as one of the way you can use this, do an isti'adha. Asta'idhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. The other thing is asking, is this thing benefit me or Allah will be satisfied when I do it or not? If it's not, that means it's from shaitan. It's something good and Allah will be happy when you do it, then it's from yourself and from Allah. So it's always good to have this awareness. And I was listening to a course yesterday, and it was mentioning how to take the shaitan as an enemy. Because Allah is saying, فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا, is consider him or take him as your enemy. So imagine there is an entity, a person or whatever we call him, is an enemy for you. How would you be taking care of whatever he's whispering, whatever he's guiding you to do? Being so careful to not to listen to him. Be so careful for its plays, the games that plays with you. So Allah is asking you to take him as an enemy. So when you're taking care of when the time is doing waswasa and not answering to him or not obeying whatever he's telling you, at that time you're following the order of Allah of taking him as an enemy. And this is a very important thing because we're here to obey the orders of Allah and Qur'an. So Allah tell you take him as enemy, take him as an enemy, take him as he doesn't want good for you. He only care about you not getting to Jannah, not getting to heaven. And this is the deal that he made earlier in the early days. He said that لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ, I'm gonna deceive them, okay, from not following your order, Ya Allah. And Allah agreed, okay, I'm gonna leave you for the one who's not believing or not a strong mu'min will follow you. Like it's a test. And I will go through this one a little bit because it was very interesting what I heard yesterday, and I feel like, inshallah, you will benefit from this one. They mentioned that imagine if our life does not have shaitan. So it would be, it's like a game. Imagine if the game does not have evil person or does not have the bad guy. It would be very boring. Like okay, I will win this level, I will win the other level. Like there is no monster to fight. There is no obstacles in my road. There is no challenge. So subhanallah, Allah created, and Allah knows He's the one who created shaitan. He's the one who created Iblis. So he put this test for us. He put this test for us to see who's the strongest, who has the strongest iman, which will win the heaven and all the blessing that Allah will give him. So it can't be that, okay, one, two, easy. Then people will not work hard to get it or even think about or take it seriously. But when Allah has His wisdom in life to put, okay, there is heaven and hell, and there is the bad guy, Shaitan, is trying to do waswasa for everyone, and we'll see who will not listen to him and have self-control and obey the order of Allah, although the Shaitan will make everything, every sense so beautiful in his eyes, but because we love Allah a lot and we care about Allah and we want to go to heaven, we need to have this patience and this self-control to not to listen to the devil, let's say, and we will win the game. So it's very interesting. If it's not an interesting game, no one would play. So this is one of the wisdom behind it, you know. And again, as you said, فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا. He is our enemy. We need to take him as an enemy and pay attention for his game. And another thing I would tell you is that إِنَّمَا ذَلِكُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ يُخَوِّفُ أَوْلِيَاءَهُ. Allah has described what shaitan is doing. One of the main things that shaitan is putting fear in you. إِنَّمَا ذَلِكُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ, or this is shaitan, is trying to scare you and put fear in you. يُخَوِّفُ أَوْلِيَاءَهُ. أَوْلِيَاءَهُ, who took shaitan as their wali, as their, the one they're responsible, or their, let's say, friend. Wali is something like, I really care about you. So the people who became close to shaitan, they are the one who's gonna have lots of fear in life. And most of our fears is actually from shaitan. Many stuff, because Allah is Salam, the most peaceful. Allah is al-Mu'min. And one of the meaning of the Mu'min is He will give you aman, safety. Okay? So when you have the opposite of it, you will know that you're not closer to Allah. What is the opposite of safe and peace? Khawf is from shaitan. Allah is telling you, يُخَوِّفُ أَوْلِيَاءَهُ. So anything, I will give you an example in life. Let's see. Maybe you are afraid you will, let's say, you will get poor. You will lose all your money. You will not have any financial resources. Okay? And you start to think about that. You always worry, and you're afraid, and you're not spending anything, and you became very cheap. You're not doing even sadaqah, you're not even doing zakah, and all of that. And you're not doing anything good, because sadaqah could be for yourself, like buying yourself good clothes and good food and good stuff. You're doing things for you. And this is also, you're doing good deed for you. You're taking care of the body that Allah has given you. So all of this fear of there is something bad is gonna happen is like you're believing that Allah is not Salam, is not al-Mu'min. And you are believing on the thing that's opposite of that. You're not believing on Allah as Razzaq. Okay, you need to do the work, but the extreme fear, and people especially also who have like panic attack. Some people who have panic attack, for example, they will faint out, they will lose their health, they will get sick, they will injure themselves. They always have this panic attack because always the shaitan is putting this fear in their minds. If they start to feel like even whatever's happened to me, Allah will protect me. Allah is sending the angel. One important part of the angel is to protect us, by the way. And unfortunately, not everyone is talking about angels. Like there is many rules of the angels around us. يرسل السماء. There is an ayah that Allah has mentioned that there is a specific angel حفظة. They will protect you. Their only job is to protect you. So there is many ayahs Allah is telling you and giving you these beliefs or this information for you to feel safe. But the work of shaitan is to give you the opposite. So always whenever you have fear, know that this fear is from shaitan. Okay? And try to see where is the other opposite side that I could feel safe from Allah. Again, like most of the things we are afraid of, it's because of lack of knowledge. When you don't have the knowledge, that's when you feel of the unknown. You became afraid of the unknown. When you get the knowledge, fear will start to be less and less and less and less. So get the knowledge, not only in scientific one, get the knowledge about Allah, get the knowledge about angel, get the knowledge about how I'm safe as a Muslim, how I'm safe. What should I say? What dhikr should I say to feel safe? So again, I went a little bit away, but it was very important and interesting topic to discuss. And inshallah, I feel like it has like a little bit enlightenment, because I feel like there's a big game we play with shaitan. So we need to take care of that. Okay. Yeah, salam. Salam is coming from peace. Same as salam alaikum, salam. It's the main origin of peace. Okay. Maybe we can discuss the name salam at the end. Let's see. Okay, next they see so he said that قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا. There is something you're heading and I know it's not good. Yourself has been telling you to do. And here nafs, there is different type of nafs. Okay, so nafs is different than soul, ruh. So we have three parts I'm gonna mention. We have ruh, the soul. We have nafs, the self, and we have the body. Okay, we have three parts in us: ruh, nafs, body. Nafs in Qur'an, Allah has mentioned in different ways. We have nafs al-mutma'inna, the assuring, the peaceful nafs. Okay, we have nafs al-lawwama. Nafs is a self that always blame you. Okay, it could be blaming in good, it could be blaming in bad. If you do something bad, it will keep blaming you. It's like a consciousness, or it's like let me search for it. I want to have the correct description. I think it's like a damir. Yeah, there is many types of a nafs in the Quran, the self. Okay, there is many type of nafs. It's part of us. Okay, it can have. We have soul. It's not about. I will tell you in the general one, not the nafs. So we have soul. It's ruh. This is not nafs. This is not self. Then we have nafs, or self. And then we have the body. So we have different type of us. Okay. So a ruh is not, a soul is not the same as the nafs. This is very important, because ruh is from Allah. It's different. And nafs is something, it comes with our body. There is many deep differentiation between them, but I want to search for something that could indicate or will make you a little bit know. Damir in English pronoun? No, it's not that. Okay, anyway. So just briefly, I'm gonna mention that there is different type of nafs, and you can look for it in Quran. There is a nafs al-mutma'inna, the peaceful nafs. There is a nafs al-lawwama, the nafs that blame you if you do something wrong, if you do something, if you didn't something good, that it will keep. It's like consciousness. So you feel like, I feel bad about that. I feel good about that. So this is the nafs that guiding you or telling you like this, you did something bad, you didn't something good, and so on. Then we have النفس الأمارة بالسوء, is the nafs that asks you to do bad stuff. Okay? And all of these type of nafs has been mentioned in Qur'an in different ayahs. Okay? Yeah. So every one of these is different. And we have it, all of them. Okay? But you need to notice whenever you want to do something, which of these nafs is asking you to do? Which one of them? Or this is the nafs al-mutma'inna, or this is the nafs al-lawama, is blaming you, or the nafs that asking you to do bad stuff. So we have the good and bad part in our lives. We have the good, the evil, and the angel side in us. Like again, shaitan is doing waswasa, okay? But you still have the decision and the free of choice that I'm gonna follow doing this sense or I'm not. If you follow this sense, who took this decision? نفس الأمار بالسوء. Who took that rule? Who's in charge right now? Is the nafs that asking, or amara بالسوء is the one who's like guiding you to do bad things. Okay, in Quran it's called nafs amara بالسوء, that order you to do bad stuff. If, for example, this shaitan did waswasa, and you said, okay, waswasa for to be afraid of something or whatever, and then you choose not to listen to him and you choose to feel safe and secure and connect to Allah. Who took a charge at that time? النفس المطمئنة. النفس المطمئنة is the one who's like in a peaceful situation, is connected to Allah, because Allah has described all of them. Allah said, يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية. Allah is asking, oh النفس المطمئنة, go back to your God, راضية مرضية, satisfied. Okay, so Allah has mentioned for each type of these nafs what is the character of these nafs, and it's all on us, but we need to choose what time or be aware of them when this nafs is coming out. Okay, who's taking charge and taking the decision in life? So here, and this is he's saying for the amara bisu, the nafs that is not good, or asking you to do bad, has telling you to do something bad. So he's aware of that. Then فصبر جميل. Here يعقوب عليه السلام is saying, okay, he can't do anything. He's feeling sad, but he knows that there is something behind it and he couldn't figure it out. So he chose to be patient. So he said, فصبر جميل. I'm gonna have, or he will have, a beautiful patient. And this is so beautiful. Jamil means beautiful. Nice. Okay, Jamil. Okay. When you think about, when you describe someone, oh, he have a very beautiful patient. He's a very patient. He has good patience in general. What comes to your mind when you hear like sabrun jamil, a beautiful patience? That means, when I think about it, in my opinion, is like the sabr that has no angry in it, or let's say no forcing. You're not saying, okay, I'm gonna be patient, but I'm on my nerve and I'm waiting. Okay, when? And you know, some people will have sabr, but they will still not feel peaceful at their heart. Like they feel that they're forced to have sabr. Okay. Another way to say it, maybe like some people, okay, I don't know what to do currently in my situation, so I will have sabr, but I will choose to continue doing the work required from me, continue being grateful to Allah, continue feeling, don't have a bad feeling toward Allah, not feeling, okay, I have to have sabr, like I'm forced, I have resentment, okay, I will do sabr, but not in a good feeling, not in a good place, or not satisfied deeply. So when you have sabrun jameel, a beautiful patient, is the time that You're doing sabr with the trust in Allah, that Allah will answer or will give you the answers you need or will give you whatever you need. And you have this assurance that makes you feel so relaxed and so peaceful and so satisfied. الرضا, you're having this rida, you're having this satisfaction of acceptance of anything that Allah is written for you. We can say like acceptance mainly, like when you accept everything and you have peace with it, and you just wait, wait for the time that Allah will say, okay, this is the time. Then at that time you will know the whole story, or you will get your answer. So it's so beautiful even to do in your dua, asking Allah to, Allahumma rzuqni sabran jamila. If you have something you want to wait for it, ask Allah to help you and guide you to have a beautiful patient as Yaqub alayhi salam. Then he said, Wallahu al-musta'anu ala ma tasifun. So, and here Allah is that the one that I saw, or I ask for strength from him on whatever you're describing. So here, although it's very difficult for Yaqub alayhi salam, he lost his son, but he said, okay, although I'm feeling pain, but I will ask the help of Allah and ask the strength from Allah on whatever you are telling me. And He will give me that strength to hold on and have this patience on whatever you are planning, whatever you are doing. Again, this is an important reminder, is to always seek guidance and strength from Allah. At the time you don't know what to do, or you're lost, you just surrender yourself to Allah. Okay. Then وجاءت سيارة فأرسلوا واردهم فأدلى دلوه. Then there comes a car. But for here, it's not a car, سيارة, but it's the traveler, the people who used to travel. And they sent someone to get water from the well. So he put down his bucket. And then what came out after he pulled his bucket? He said, يا بشرى, قال يا بشرى هذا غلام. He said, oh, what a pleasant news. There is a boy. And you know how beautiful it is? Like, imagine, put yourself at the place of Yusuf alayhi salam. At 1 minute, what time that their brothers has thrown them in the well. Then in the second minute, whenever the first one he saw him, he became very happy and he said, Ya Bushra, Ya Bushra, it's what a great news. Or what a nice thing that happened. Ya Bushra. So it's so beautiful when I think about it, is that sometimes when people reject you, or when some people, they don't see your worth or your value, and you get sad, Allah compensates you with other people that they see you as a beautiful, amazing person. And here's to your story to continue. It's not to feel that there is only one person you can feel that good feeling from, or that appreciation. Sometimes some people will reject you because they're not good for you. And maybe because Allah wants better person for you, to have better friend, better family, better partner, and so on. So don't be very sad when someone rejects you, or when someone does not see your worth or appreciate you. Maybe there is another person hidden for you that will be thrilled by seeing you. Okay? So it's something to also think about it. And subhanAllah, something to, Allah has put it to get it a little bit easy on Yusuf alayhi salam. When someone rescued him, and I think in the story it wasn't the same day. Like, he didn't stay in the world too long. It wasn't the same day when they picked him. And so they were so happy also because at that time they used to take young kids and sell them. Okay, الغلام. So they used to take them to work at homes, to work everywhere, like they used to sell them. So one of the things they were so happy about is that, okay, this is something we can sell, someone we can sell. And in the next phrase, like here, Allah, they're saying, وَأَسَرُّوهُ بِضَاعَةً. So they took him as something to sell. بضاعة is like a merchandising. They want to sell him. وَأَسَرُّوهُ, that they kept him as a secret. Okay? And here is important point is that they didn't ask him, where is your family? They didn't ask him how we can help you. How come you came down in this world? What happened? No. They were happy. They took him to sell him and to get some money out of him. So here is another type of nafs, let's say. See, the nafs did not worry about him or think, like, you're a kid, how come you became here? No, they took him directly to sell him. And instead of trying to search for his family or even ask him, just ask him, where is your family? Like, maybe he is aware enough. He can tell him, like, I'm from this village and I'm from the other one. So, again, and here Allah is saying, وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ. And Allah is the most knowledgeable, knowing of whatever they do. So here, also, Allah is telling you the story. There is a continuous story. If he went back to his family, maybe their brother will do something bad or kill him again. But there is a big, nice story Allah is trying to tell us, like, toward that. And Allah is making the causes and the means. Like, Allah is giving you, okay, this way, then this way, but don't worry, you will get something. And this is the beauty of everything. And this is similar to our life. Sometimes we don't know why we're going this way, or why will this happen to us, or why, like, there is so unexplained stuff. But at the end, you know, this was the best thing happened to you, the best scenario that could happen to you. While at that time, you never know. You never know why is that. Like, when you think about, okay, let him return to his father. But no, there is something bigger for him. Okay. Yeah. Then, وشروه بثمن بخس دراهم معدودة وكانوا فيه من الزاهدين. So then they sold him with a low price. Okay? دراهم معدودة, a few dirhams, a few silver coins. Okay? وكانوا فيه من الزاهدين. And زاهدين is zuhd, that means they didn't give him that much value, or they didn't give the thing the value it deserved. So zuhd in general, we can say someone is having zuhd in his dunya, which means he really doesn't care about dunya, he care about al-akhirah, he do good deed, he didn't get busy with stuff in dunya. So when you don't care too much about something for something else, or maybe you didn't give the value, so it has many, you can use it in either way, like zuhd in someone, zuhd in something, is that means you did not give him that much of attention or see the value of it. And here is a very beautiful thing, is that Allah knows the value of Yusuf alayhi salam. And this is why he mentioned that, like, I know his value is not about money, it's not with money, but he know the value of his prophet from the beginning. Like, he will mention that وَكَانُوا فِيهِ مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ. Allah is mentioning that they did not give him even the things that he is worth it, or his value. Even if we know that he does not value money or so on. But here is a hint for us to know that how much value and worth Allah has created all of us. How much value we have that Allah see in us. And He created that in us. Because Allah said, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. as we mentioned before. Like we give him takreem, we give him value, we created everything for him. That means we are valued. We already have this value in us. We are valuable to Allah. So don't seek your value from people, or don't seek validation of your value from people, because sometimes you might not get it and you might never get it. But when you know that your value is from Allah, and Allah has put value in you and He sees you as a valuable human being, this is enough. If the creator of the universe is the one who's telling me that I'm valuable, what would make a difference if another human being is telling me I'm valuable or not? You cannot compare it, and you will stop seeking it. And this is what some people have, let's say, like a people pleaser, or they want to get the appreciation, or otherwise if someone did not give them this value, they feel very bad and painful. And this is what attachment about. Any type of attachment we have is because we're seeking value, or to see our value when we achieve that attachment, or with the thing that we attach to. And the easy way to not get attached is to connect and know the source of your value is from Allah, not from anything else. Whether it's a person, it's an object, it's a goal, anything. You are valuable to Allah, and this is the most important thing. Isn't this enough? I believe it's really enough. Okay. Yeah. There is something I want to mention before we end up. It's also the names of Allah. So here, Allahun alimu bima ya'malun. وهنا the other one, Allahul musta'an ala ma tasifun. So the names of Allah is not only one word or one name, singular name. Actually, there is many names of Allah that considered as a one sentence. Like there is, Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. So who is Allah? Is the one who can do everything. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Here, Wallahu al-musta'anu ala ma tasifun. Who is Allah? Al-musta'anu ala ma tasifun is the one we seek strength for anything that people will describe. Again, Wallahu alimun bima ya'malun. So who is Allah? Here, Allahul Alim bima ya'malun. He's have all the knowledge of whatever they're doing. Okay? So again, there is many other names. It's not only, as we mentioned, like Ar-Rahman, As-Sami' is not only one word. There is many in the ayah. Allah is telling you who is He by describing the things that He has, or what the things that He do. So here you can use also this name. Like if you want to seek strength from Allah, you can say, Allah give me strength. You are the musta'an ala ma yasifun. For example, if someone is hurting you or telling something bad, you say, Allah give me strength. You are a musta'an ala ma yasifun, or a musta'an. That's it. You are, for example, someone is doing something bad to you, okay, and you want to feel protected, or you just want to have the patience. So when you talk to Allah, just tell him, Allah, innaka anta alimun bima ya'malun. Ya Allah, you know what they are doing. So you can call him also with these names because it's mentioned in the Qur'an. It's part of his names. Okay. Then وقال الذي اشتراه من مصر لامرأته أكرمي مثواه عسى أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا. So he got bought by someone called Al-Aziz. Okay, it's a famous man in Egypt. So they took him to Egypt. Okay, and this man told his wife, "Akrimhi mathwa." That means make him comfortable and make him make him feel like at home. Maybe he would have some benefit for us or profit for us, or maybe we could take him as a son.
So he felt that this boy has a good potential. He felt that this boy is a good boy. So he said either we can benefit from him as like by working with him or working for them and so on, or we can take him as a son. Okay. وكذلك مكنا ليوسف في الأرض. And by this we give Yusuf tamkeen. مكنا, that means we establish thing for Yusuf. Like we made all these stories for him, for the benefit, for the wisdom that he's gonna get. Like مكنا, it means you got rid of it, like you got the benefit of it. It's for you. This all of that happens for your interest. ليوسف في الأرض وليعلمه من تأويل الأحاديث. And to teach him, later on, we're gonna teach him تأويل الأحاديث. We mentioned تأويل الحديث earlier, which is the interpretation of dreams. And it has another meaning, is the interpretation or the meaning behind things, like reflecting and knowing the reasons behind it. Okay, so it's part of the wisdom. But تأويل الأحاديث, in this story, some of them, they said like interpretation of dreams, the meaning of dreams. And this is what will come later on in the story. Okay. والله غالب على أمره. And Allah has the full power and control over his things. ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. But the majority of people don't know. Okay. So here is Allah is saying that there is the story. And you know what? Now I notice it's so beautiful that now we're going from one part to another part of the story. And then between each part, Allah is telling us, like, you know, there is a story, like they're telling you, okay, but then there will be something and something and something. And then it's like he's giving you a hint of the end. Okay. Or like a teaser, you know? So you will see what will happen next. And this is what we do. He's trying to explain or giving you this a little bit of an explanation or a teasing for whatever's going to happen. Then he continue the story. And so beautiful and so enjoying to listen to the story. Like, that's so nice. It's not just saying facts, or events. No, there is like the flow of it is so beautiful. Okay, so here's Allah saying, like, and all of that we did, all of this, he will get picked from the well, and then someone from Egypt will buy him, and then this. We made it to do tamkeen to Yusuf alayhi salam, and to give him this knowledge of how to interpret events. And we know it. And Allah has the full control. Like Allah is the one who's doing this control of this story. And most of people does not know. And when you see it in your life, it's the same thing. So always remember, Allahu ghalibun ala amrik. That means Allah has the full control and power and knows about all your business and all your life events. And whenever you see it's a good thing or a bad thing, Allah knows and you don't know. And when Allah knows, just trust His plan. Trust the thing He put you on, even if you don't know. Allah is the one who has control. You need to have trust in Him. Okay? So, we're going to stop till now. We're going to continue later on when he became adult. There is a different part of the story. It's a very interesting one. So now we're going to just discuss Asma Allah al-Sami' as the names we discussed later on. Asma Allah al-Sami' is the one who hear you. Okay? And Sama' is not same as, I don't know, did we discuss the Sami'? Let me see. Did we discuss the Sami' last time? I think we discussed it. Okay, no problem. I'm going to just repeat it briefly later on. Yeah. I'm going to repeat it very briefly. Yeah, anyway, we mentioned Asma Allah al-Musta'an and Asma Allah Okay, I'm gonna discuss a little bit of it. So Asma Allah Sami is the one who listens to you, okay? And it indicates the hearing sense that you have. So whenever you are, how to do tasbih with that, whenever you feel, you hear beautiful songs, you hear beautiful sounds, you hear the nature sound, the sound of birds, the sound of leaves, the sound of wind, the sound of anything in nature, the different type of vibration of the sounds. When you listen to it, remember Allah Sami', trying to do tasbih with Isma Allah Sami', trying to always pay attention to the things that you can hear. Sometimes you can hear multiple things at the same time. Sometimes this power is a very nice power if you have the sense. You feel like you can concentrate on different stuff. What is the benefit of sama? Like when you are crossing the road and there is a car is like trying to give you the sound, or the horn of it, is that the time where you pay attention and it might save your life. Be thankful that Allah Samia has given you this sense of a sama, okay? And as you said, Samia is listening. Listening is more than hearing. Listening is when you put your full attention to it. Hearing is that you might be paying attention, you might not. You can listen to it, but you don't know what is the meaning behind what you have heard. So Samir, that means he's listening to you. And listening is a very important thing. Because when you feel someone is listening to you, that means someone is care about you. Otherwise, he will not listen to you. And this is some of the skills that everyone trying to master is listening skills, is that how to be a good listeners. Because listening is very important and it gives you a feeling from another person that you really care. That this person, he listened to me. He knows what I'm saying. Not just for just listening or talking back or just hearing. No. So it's a very beautiful thing to pay attention of it. Just keep it in mind. Do dhikr. Remember Allah whenever you see something or you hear something that remind you with Ismullah Sami'. Say Subhanallah Sami', doing tasbih with it. Try to give yourself time to meditate about the things you hear and see the beauty in that of what Allah has created for us, and trying to be thankful and grateful for the sense. And as I mentioned, whenever you feel, sometimes you might feel lonely, sometimes you feel like no one there to listen to you, no one there to feel your pain. Always call Allah Sami' and tell him that, oh Allah, you are Sami'. You are listening to me. I know you are there. And ask him for your du'as or pray for him. So use these names. Allah asked us to use his name, not only in dua, not only in our prayers. When you talk to Allah, talk to him with the names that he gives you. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being with us and for this beautiful journey that definitely I'm enjoying it. Hopefully that it's benefiting you and there is something good you learned by this session. And thank you.